Today we're headed into the streets of Warwick and Coventry in search of some local gems, to trace my husband Eric's ancestry and to learn some history in Coventry's cathedral ruins. Yoo-hoo, welcome back to part 2 of our Warwick and Coventry adventure. Last time we traveled to Warwick, checked out its medieval castle where we activated Eric's fear of heights.
You don't want to stand on that?
Nope.
Oh, this one makes a sound.
No, I just lost my leg.
Can't handle it, eh?
To be fair, one of you did point out that this is a completely reasonable fear to have. We checked into the 4-penny shop hotel and enjoyed ourselves just a tad.
I'm a little lit, not gonna lie.
While in Warwick and mildly lit, we unintentionally found our way into a truly authentic local pub.
We're on a mission to find F1. And?
8 o'clock, it'll be on. I don't know why we're walking so fast. It's literally right here.
Oh.
Closed.
I didn't believe them. They just looked like a bunch of drunk people and they're like, oh, we're closing, sorry. That was a big tease. Man, back at it again. The bartender at the pub told us to go past the horse race track, through the car park, find the Sainsbury's, bear to the left or right, I don't know. Very full belly. Oh, dogs. I'm getting a cramp. Top-notch directions. Is it open? Do you hear it? It's rude.
Sometimes circumstances let you down only to bring you back up again. As soon as we walked into this pub, we felt as though we were welcomed into a neighbor's living room or sitting room. The pints were cheap. Bar staff happily played F1 on the projector for us. I got a much needed dose of dog love, and the banter was hilarious. As we were leaving, we decided that thanks to the staff and regulars at the Antelope, this was by far one of the best pub experiences we have had to date. The next morning, we enjoyed breakfast with family and said our goodbyes.
You be careful.
Yeah,
Enjoy your day in your memory lane.
Yeah.
Enjoy your time in there.
Thank you.
Safety.
Then we hopped into what would end up being one of 3 Ubers to start our adventure. If you're sitting there thinking, maybe you guys should have rented a car. Yeah, that would have been a brilliant idea. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. The purpose of this trip has been to visit the towns that Eric's grandparents once called home. Eric's Nana grew up on this quiet road in Coventry, and his mom hasn't been back here since she was 15 years old. Although a lot has changed, the memories easily come flooding back.
This is the old garden. Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool to stand here, imagining Nana coming home from school and playing with her friends. And just after Eric correctly points out how awkward we all are, standing around, pointing, looking at other people's homes, I start to get this feeling that we're being watched.
It's like, who are you? Where's Eric? There he is.
At this point, Eric has understandably had enough loitering, so we decide to head out and try to find Eric's great-grandparents' headstones. Now, we don't know for sure which cemetery they were laid to rest in, but this is our best guess.
She said you walk straight in, and it was like in the back on your left.
We have a task ahead of us, and this is the moment we walk right past it. After reading nearly every legible headstone, we finally found it.
They're buried together. That's so sweet.
It was a really nice moment, especially on Father's Day. A couple of deep breaths, we pile into Uber number 2 and make our way into the heart of Coventry to visit Coventry Cathedral. Arriving at noon is really quite something. During World War II, Nazi Germany set its sights on Coventry, aiming to raze the city to the ground, eliminating it as a major center for war production. Towards the end of 1940, Coventry suffered 17 bombing raids. Eric's Nana recalled blacking out windows in an attempt to hide the city's lights. On the night of November 14th, 1940, a single raid lasting 11 hours dropped enough bombs on Coventry to destroy just over half the city's homes, taking at least 568 lives and causing St. Michael's to go up in flames. The West Tower, built between 1374 and 1450, survived, but barely. Demolition crews had to be prevented from pulling it down, not realizing it had been leaning for at least 100 years prior. For a small fee, you can climb the tower. Unfortunately, or fortunately for some, it wasn't open during our visit. But we were able to watch the bells being rung, something I had never seen in person before. Charred roof beams, salvaged from the rubble, form the famous Charred Cross. Although a replica sits on the altar today, the original can be found inside the new cathedral. We spent some time in the Blitz Museum and gained some insight into what life might have looked like in Coventry during World War II. Then we made our way over to the new cathedral, which stands in striking contrast to the ruins beside it. It took years to find an architect who was willing to preserve this historical site. The man of the hour was Sir Basil Spence. His 1962 brutalist design goes beyond a modern interpretation of beauty. The building itself is arranged so that the cathedral's charms reveal themselves only slowly. We did notice, however, the maple leaf on the floor immediately and learned that Canada gifted the wooden ceiling. Another reminder of how connected we really are. I have to say, a visit to Coventry Cathedral not only brings history to life, but it's left a lasting impression on me. Just down the road is Holy Trinity Church. Although many visitors unknowingly pass by, this church was heroically saved from destruction by the church vicar and his curate, who extinguished fires and removed bombs from the roof and grounds all night. A visit inside can really help you visualize what the interior of St. Michael's had looked like before the Blitz. There's even medieval stained glass, which is really growing on me. We didn't have a whole lot of time to spend in Coventry, and I feel like I missed a lot. So let us know in the comments if you visited Coventry and what your favorite parts of the city are. One last Uber ride back to Warwick, where we will eventually be catching our train back to London. But first, we have one last stop.
These places have been kept up nice.
Eric's granddad grew up on this street, where he was briefly joined by Nana after they were married in 1955.
But down there, where my dad pushed Eileen in the cart and let her go.
Oh, it was down the hill.
Down and around the hill.
Oh, that's intense.
In her pram.
As adults, Grandad and Nana immigrated to Canada in 1957 on the Empress of France. And thank goodness they did, because if not, there may never have been an Eric and Michelle story. Our hearts are full, we're happily making our way back to the train station, and then this happens.
There's another car coming, so we might want to pick up the pace.
Pick up the pace, pick up the pace, pick up.
Oh, two cars coming. How's this gonna work? Oh,
Yeah, it's not.
they're having a standoff. They've both turned their engines off and they're refusing to move. Is this normal? Does this happen?
How do you think this will end? Get your predictions in now.
I'm waiting for a fight.
Have fun with that, sir.
It's really escalating. I don't know street signs here, but I've discovered that people coming in from my direction have the right of way.
And in the end,
The red Mercedes gave in. There you go, folks. Didn't have the right of way.
thank you for joining me and my family on our journey through Warwick and Coventry. It's been a memorable one. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.